Hi there, welcome to Big V TV. Great to have you with us for a Wednesday night, right in the heart of finals. Of course, it is finals month in Big V, and tonight we look back to July, Craig, because we're talking coaches and players of the month. For the month of July for the Youthies, and as is always the case when we do this once every 4.5 weeks or thereabouts, it's going to go right off. There's going to be people who agree, there's going to be people who don't, and that's just the fun of it.
And heading into awards season as well,
Yes.
This one can often carry maybe a little extra weight.
Yes.
You're on the voters' minds when you win one late in the season.
I like where you're going with that. I like it. Let's start off with your Youth League 2 women, and we're going to get the feathers out. We're just going to just show you the feathers, because the player of the month from the Casey Cavs is Rebecca Peacock.
This might be the third player of the month that Casey have had. I think
You might be right.
Tuppers
was
won a
up
few.
there.
Tess Young might have won.
Yeah.
One, and Rebecca Peacock from Casey, averages of 16.2 points per game, 8.5 boards, nearly 5 assists, over 4 steals and 50% from the field. Gets her the award this month.
The field goal average I really like,
50%.
because quite often we see teams run around in Youth League 2 women and the teams shoot at about
Sub
20%.
40, yeah,
so,
quite often sub 40.
I really like that. I reckon Windy was very, very unlucky to miss out, Hayley Wine. She's had a ripper of a season, and Tuppers was up and about again.
Yeah, both those two players you mentioned are going to be right up there in MVP voting.
Yep.
One would think. Had 19 points against Mornington along with 6 steals, Peacock, and then had 19 points against Blackburn as well.
Coach of the month, thoroughly deserved, by the way. I think this is his second or third for the season, but I've got to tell you, I don't know how Shannon Bodley missed out. I mean, the Pacers have stormed home.
Yeah, well, look, Casey have been risen to the ceiling.
They've been unbelievable.
And Brad Roof picks up Coach of the Month, 4-0, 2 120 plus point games.
That's massive.
That is ridiculously big in Youth League 2 women. Thoroughly deserved. There's a few different people who could have won that award.
I don't disagree, Craig. I really like what Whittlesea have done, but the Cavs are flying. So it's a double to Casey.
And Byron Carpenter from Frankston had a good month as well.
Frank has been up and about for sure. Let's go to Youth League 2 men. Let's start off with Player of the Month. Dare I say it, Craig? It's Razza Week.
We're off to Chelsea with Aaron Frost, over 25 points.
Massive.
19.2 boards for a
massive.
month. 2.5 assists, nearly 2 blocks, 46% from the field. He has absolutely torn it up.
Now,
since he's been playing
seriously,
Youthies.
that is beating up on the opposition. That's a beatdown. That's what that is. They are just amazing. That's nearly a dub
Yep.
as an average for the month of July.
He had 2 20-20 games in a month and another one that was 27 and 17. That looks like a man playing against boys.
That's a man
sometimes.
running with the There's no doubt about that. So Razza Week is alive. Razza Month is up and about. They've been hashtagging Razza Week. They just need to hashtag Razza Month with Frosty doing that. Beat out Adan Sharmas, Abraham Solano, Gabe Evans. They were some of the notables. Let's go to Youth League 2 men Coach of the Month. And this guy's been around for a while. He continues to do a great job.
Yeah, out there at Pakenham, Simo Pagic, 6-0 record. They won 3 games against the top 6 teams.
Yep.
Most notably, they beat Collingwood.
Yep,
Who
massive
were in
game
brilliant
that was.
form by 1 point. Some huge wins, and 6-0. You can't knock the form.
No, very, very good. So well done to Frosty and Simo. They pick up the awards for Youth League 2 men. Let's go to Youth League 1 women. And our player of the month is somebody that we have been talking about a lot.
Absolute young superstar. Started the season late for Craigie Byrne, but really turned it on as soon as she got there. Casey Valente, payer, 20 points a game, 10 boards, 4 assists, 8 steals per game, 41% from the field. Really does it all. Very versatile guard.
And I can tell you now, in my other life, my other work, you see young kids like this burst onto the scene, and she's one that I can't wait to get out and watch play, because she's really put together some complete packages, hasn't she?
I've seen her play for Victoria, and she really is one of the most versatile guards at her age, probably in Australia.
Yeah, and I look forward to seeing her in the future, and some of the players that she beat out.
She got over Chelsea Branson, who had a great second half of the season, as we know, with the Youth League team. Chloe Angove and Tegan Tatlock both have been great all season.
There's some old stages in there, aren't there? I mean, there's some usual suspects, absolutely, with Angers and Tatlock. Coach of the month, not for the first time.
Andrew Seidel from Sunbury, 6-1 record. They beat the ladder toppers in Keilor. Ryan Morris from Keilor probably hard done by. Only that would have been a head-to-head matchup, and winner of that gets Coach of the Month. Both those two have been great all season, but picking up the last one out there at Sunbury.
Let's go to Youth League 1 men. Congratulations to those winners. Youth League 1 men. Player of the month. Get your calculator out. Get your grey lead pencil out. And mark this one down because the chartered accountant has come up trumps.
CPA just beats out Jordan O'Leary and Jared Molnar. He averaged over 25 points a game, just over 10 boards, 47% from the field. He's been efficient all season.
Yep.
Had a big game against Ballarat where he had 33 points and 8 boards, and then he had 25 and 11 against Camberwell, which they needed to qualify for finals.
It was a big win,
game.
wasn't
He
it?
stepped
Yep.
up big.
So well done to CPA. He is the player of the month, the coach of the month.
We just mentioned an O'Leary, and this time we'll talk about another one. Tim O'Leary from Corio Bay had a 3-1 record. He just beats out Daniel Nags from Ballarat and Darren Hindle from Geelong. They rattled home 3 straight wins over Casey, Hume and Bendigo, and only just fell short to Waverley in their opening fixture of the month.
So well done to CPA and Tim O'Leary. Let's go to VYC Women with thanks to Moulton, and our player of the month returned from injury and absolutely turned it on.
She's been a star whenever she's gotten onto the park for Melbourne all season. Zoe Kranzberg, in 5 games, 16 points, 11 boards, 4 assists, nearly 3 steals. He shot it at 50% from the field and beat out some real talent.
Beat out some fantastic players in form.
Bravington, Santamaggio, Lou, Metcalf, really hot field this one was for the last award for VYC Women.
Yeah, I agree with that. There's some players in form in this competition right now. Coach of the month, we're going to stick with the Tigers.
Yeah, Lloyd Clayman out there at Melbourne just beats out Claire Knight from Kilsyth. Hit a 5-0 record. They beat Nunawading, then Dome Valley, then got Ballarat on the road, Dandenong on the road, and got Bulleen at home. Beat some very good teams in the run home.
So well done to Cranners and also to Lloydie Clayman. Let's go to VYC Men with thanks to Moulton. And player of the month, I'm really pleased to see this young man get the award for this month because he's had a very, very good season, and he is going places. He's a very creative young guard.
Yeah, he's had a very good season, a little bit underrated. I think Jordan Greer from McKinnon beats out Mitch Dealmans and BJ Simons, who had great months as well. Jordan averaged 22 points, 8 boards, over 5 assists. He shot it at 55% from the field, including a 28-point, 8 rebound, 7 assist game against Bulleen.
And was big in that game against Sherbrooke.
Yeah, in crunch time he was huge. He had 26 and 11 there.
So well done to Geordie, thoroughly deserved. And as always in VYC, man, it is a very hot field when it comes to player of the month. And finally, coach of the month for the month of July. Here we go.
Yeah, with a 4-0 record, Ash Arnott from Dandenong takes out the last one. He just beats out Greg Jeffers. They had a win over Hawthorn by 10 points on the road, beat Nunawading by 7 on the road. They're both huge wins. And then they defeated Melbourne to set the tone and finish as the 1 seed.
And then get knocked out.
Yeah.
So there we go. All the youth awards for the month of July. Congratulations to all those people.
Yep.
It's always a fitting pat on the back when you scoop the award for the month. Of course, there's no awards for the month of August, but there are championships to be won.
There's the bigger awards to be won.
Absolutely, very important. Now, tomorrow night, back at the desk, Steve joining me. Is Steve around? Is he in the office this week? Okay, no worries. He will be joining me tomorrow night. And we're going through all the award winners for the month of July for the senior divisions. Make sure you join us then on Big V TV, 5:30 tomorrow night. See you then.